The miserable meddle, but the fulfilled live. I'm making this video message to tell you guys, when someone is miserable, they are always meddling in the lives of other people. You all have to know and understand this. Usually when you hear the saying, misery loves company, most people don't understand what that means. It just basically means that people who are miserable, they love to pull people in to their misery. They want the company of the people who are also angry, upset, bitter, and miserable. But when I tell you that a truly happy, peaceful, or joyful and fulfilled person is out here doing what they love, accomplishing things they put their minds to, and they are a loving, forgiving, and conflict resolving type of person, they live a fulfilled life. And living a fulfilled life does not mean your life is perfect. Living a fulfilled life does not mean that you may be a rich man or woman. Living a fulfilled life does not mean that you don't make mistakes, you don't have days where you feel discouraged, and you don't feel down sometimes, and you don't feel like giving up. Being fulfilled just means your life has you so occupied and so busy. You have places to go, things to do, people to see, that you really do not have time to meddle in the lives of other people. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. There are some people who they will come into your life and they will give you sound advice. They will offer assistance. They will offer help. They will sometimes be a lending ear if you need some type of, advice or guidance or mentorship. But when it gets to the point that a miserable person is always coming with anger, they're always coming with some type of tea and conflict. They are always coming with some type of drama. Nothing you do, nothing you say is right. They always have an attitude about something. They never look at the positive side of life. They are just full of misery. They are full of bitterness. They are always unhappy. They see the worst in every situation. They see the worst in almost every person that they come across. You literally could be walking on water. You literally could be flying in the air with gold wings. They still will find several things about you and speak on it. Or they will do something that will probably bring you down if you allow it or don't put a stop to it. Miserable people usually don't mean you well. So in this video message, I want to talk to each and every one of you who may be battling misery. If you are a man or a woman, you may be a young adult, you may be a teenager. As you view this video message, I want you to really, really soul search and look inside yourself and ask yourself, are you a miserable person or are you a fulfilled person? Are you a man or woman of peace? Are you a man or woman that has joy? Are you a man or woman of positivity? Or every day that you wake up and your feet hit the floor, you are looking and thinking the absolute worst for that day? I want you guys also, if you know someone who is miserable and you know someone who is always angry, you know someone that always has an attitude, you know someone that is always extremely negative, I want you to start distancing yourself from them. This does not mean you cannot love them. This does not mean if they truly have a need that you cannot help them. This does not mean that you disrespect them. Some people you have to distance yourself from, and all you can really do is pray for them. When I make these messages, all of them may not be pertaining to me, but I make them because I see others experience certain things and I speak on them. Now, in this particular video, I can honestly tell you all, I recently have come across and encountered a couple of miserable people. And it's one of the saddest things you'll ever see, because miserable people also, from what I've seen, they have an air about themselves. They are typically extremely arrogant. They don't see any flaws in them. And they are always working overtime to pick out the flaws in you. It takes the light off how dark they can be and how mean and rude and bitter that they can be. Fulfilled people who are happy and positive and optimistic, they don't have this type of time on their hands to worry about what everybody else is doing, whether it's good or bad. Fulfilled people are always trying to help others and lift up others with no attachment to it, with no serious over-the-top stipulations to it. People that have a generous heart, people that have real pure love in their heart, and like I said, people who are fulfilled, they always want the best for you. But a miserable person, they want to see you fail. They want to hear the worst about you. Because when they hear the worst about you, or they see you fail, or they see you struggling, or they see you having a hard time, it makes them feel secure. It makes them feel confident. And be careful, because sometimes miserable people will cover up their misery with fake love, fake assistance, fake concern. But the mask always comes off. If you continue to listen to them speak, if you continue to be in certain situations, that miserable spirit always comes to the surface, because miserable people can't be fake for a long time. Eventually, it's going to blow up. It's going to be an explosion in some way, shape, or form of their misery. That's my video message. Well, guys, you know what time it is. You guys know that I love you, but I gotta go. And the Lord willing, I will be back with another video message. If you have been offended by anything I've spoken about in this video today, I'm not concerned about it, because I know you will forgive me in the morning.